Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I will guide you the step by step on how to install Linux Mint 22 in VirtualBox. This tutorial is especially tailored for system administrator and a developer who are working with the Linux based system and want to explore or set up Linux Mint for their task. We will also cover the difference between the three main Linux Mint edition, Cinnamon, Mate and Xfce, so that you can decide which one works best for you. Let's get started. Here you can see I have on my screen I have opened VirtualBox. This is a Oracle VirtualBox tool where I will be creating a virtual machine for Linux Mint. On top of VirtualBox VM, we will install Linux Mint 22 version. So Linux Mint is a popular user-friendly Linux distribution based on Ubuntu. It's widely used for its simplicity, performance, and out-of-the-box supports for various tools and applications. System administrator often prefer Linux Mint for its stability and easy of configuration, while the developer appreciate its compatibility with various software development tools. Before we jump into the installation process, let's briefly discuss the three main editions of Linux Mint. Cinnamon is the flagship edition of Linux Mint, best for modern system with good hardware. Features are sleek design, modern UI, and advanced feature like desklet and applet. Resource usage are slightly higher CPU and RAM consumption compared to the other edition. And Mate edition is continuation of Genome 2 designed for traditional desktop, best for system with mid-range hardware or those preferring a classic interface. Features are lightweight, highly customizable, and faster than Cinnamon. And the Xfce edition, known for its speed and lightweight performance, it is best for older or resource constrained system. Features such as minimal design, animations, and focus on simplicity and speed. Let's see the virtual machine. Before starting, ensure you have the following ready, like a virtual box. This virtual box I have downloaded. Let me show you from where I have downloaded. Go to the browser, open VirtualBox. From here I have downloaded VirtualBox. Click here download, it will download. And for Linux Mint, so here go to the download page and download it. Here you can see Cinnamon edition. If you want Xfce, you can download it from here. And if you want Mate edition, you can download it from here. This is a website. I will share the required links in a description. And the next is Linux Mint ISO file. From here we can download it. For this tutorial, I will be downloading the Cinnamon edition, which I have already downloaded. And the system required are 2 GB of RAM. Recommended is 4 GB, but minimum 2 GB is required. At least 20 GB of disk space for Linux Mint. And make sure you have enable virtualization in your BIOS setting or UEFI settings. Let's go to the VirtualBox. Click on New. Here, when you open up VirtualBox, when you click on New, you need to enter a name. For this tutorial, I'm installing Linux Mint. I will mention the same name and select the Linux type. It is already selected. Click drop down. Here also it is already selected. Check the hardware. We have selected for 2 GB and CPU 1 core. For my system, I will give 4 core, and also I will provide 4096 MB as a 4 GB. And for hard disk, let me review once again after doing everything. Choose the VDI virtual disk image and click on next. Now there are important steps when selecting the storage type. For virtual disk, you will see two option. One is pre-allocated full size, the other one is by default, which is dynamic allocated. Pre-allocated full size, this will immediately take up all the space you assign to the disk. Assume we have given a 25 GB, it will take all the 25 GB at the starting itself. And if we choose dynamic, means if we have not selected this option, this will only use the disk space as needed, growing in a size as the data you add. To ensure your disk grows as needed, leave the pre-allocated full size option unchecked, which will enable the dynamic allocation option. I will give the default space and click on finish. So go to the VM, click here, go to the setting, just review it once again if everything is enabled. Go to the storage. Under the controller, you can see, you can click on empty, then choose the disks file, and here what I will do, I will choose the disk file. From here I will select Linux Mint 22.1 Cinnamon Edition, click on open, and also make it live CD or DVD. Once this is done, click on OK, right click, go to start, click on normal start. So once it gets started, you will see these are the option you will get whenever you boot the Linux Mint 22 ISO file. I will select Start Linux Mint from the boot menu to launch the live session. Press enter. So you need to click on Install Linux Mint on the desktop and follow the below steps. I will pause the video till the data get loaded. Once you get this kind of window, click Install Linux Mint. So here basically we need to follow some of the steps like selecting the language, choose the install third-party software, allocate the virtual disk installation, set up the username password. So all these steps we will be performing further. So you will get this kind of window. Select the language, click on continue, keyboard layout, select the language here and click on continue. So if required, you can install multimedia codes or else click on continue. Now this computer currently has not detected any operating system. Would you like to do? So here you can erase everything and just install it. For this tutorial, I will choose the default option so that on behalf of you, it will automatically create all the required partition like root, root boot, data directory, a data partition, everything it will get created, and there our Linux Mint 22 will be get installed. So let's click on install now. So you will get right the changes to the disk. Click on continue. So you can select the region and click on continue. You can provide the name. I will use sysadmin. I have given a user as a sysadmin and I will choose the password as, give the password, required my password to log in, let it be, and click on continue. Once you set up your username and password and time zone, so the next step is it will start copying the files. I will pause the video, resume back once this is done. Okay, the file has been copied. The installation is completed. Once the installation is finished, reboot the system, remove the ISO file from the virtual drive to avoid booting from it again. So how we can do that? From here, you can remove the disk, forcefully unmount, see if it has been unmounted. Yes, nothing is mounted now. And reboot the system now. Go to the VirtualBox, right click. I will directly power off and power it on again. So log in this Linux Mint with the user which you have created while installing Linux Mint. After rebooting, you will land on the Linux Mint Cinnamon desktop. Here is what you will notice: a clean and modern interface. The menu at the bottom left for accessing the application and system settings, pre-installed software like Firefox and LibreOffice and Thunderbird Mail, update manager for keeping your system up to date. Let me close this. You are now ready to explore and customize the Linux Mint as your requirement. So Linux Mint is a great choice for system administrator for efficient server configurations and managing a virtual environment. For developers, offering a seamless integration with tools like Docker, Jenkins, various IDEs. With its stable and easy of use, Linux Mint can boost your productivity and enhance your Linux experience. Thank you for watching this tutorial. We have covered what is Linux Mint and its edition, how to set up and install Linux Mint 22 in a virtual box, the benefit and use case for system administrator and developer. If you found this video helpful, like, share and subscribe for more such content. Let me know in the comments which Linux Mint edition you prefer and why. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.